Boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm For Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today, what I have in it is highly requested game on the channel, Die Young. In fact, I didn't knew about its existence, but I'm glad somebody told me to test this game because I actually like it. So this game, it is developed by Nvidia. No, I'm not even joking. Nvidia, it is a website where you buy games. They are not developers. But it seems that in fact they are. They seem to have a developer team and they are also publishers of games. I actually didn't know about this. So a lot of new news in here. So this game, it is using Unreal Engine 4, and what I'm running in here, it is a game with customized settings that I will show you right away. But first, I want to personally show you some differences that you need to take into account when selecting the graphical settings. And one of the first, it is shadow quality. Shadow quality in this game, it is a little bit tricky. Let me tell you why. So if you go to the options menu and you go to the graphic settings, and well, first of all, let me just show you this. I'm running with native resolution, 70% of resolution scaling. I'm using distance field shadows, anti-aliasing, and all the rest of the stuff, it is at minimum. But as you can see, shadows were set to median, and if you set it to low, it looks entirely like this. I guess we don't really need comments for this shadow quality. I would rather we would be able to disable the shadows entirely than just having that option, because I don't know who the hell is going to use those shadows. So shadows on median, or simply find a tweak to disable shadows. Shadows on low are absolutely obnoxious. It is horrible. Alright, so second setting that I want to show you, it is the distance field shadows. This makes a huge difference in the game's visual too. So let me just find the right spot to show you the difference. Probably this place, it is a good place maybe. Okay, so let's get back to the graphics menu and disable distance field shadows. So distance field shadows just disables all the shadows that are slightly far away from the character, but the issue is you can see all your shadows, nearby shadows, drawing in distance. So this is really annoying. So one of the things that you want to make sure is that you keep distance field shadow enabled, or it's just going to look weird as hell. Well, yeah, it consumes like 2 or 3 frames per second, but still. So what are the requirements for this game anyway? So this game requires an i5 2400, 8 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 670. So all of those specs are completely above and beyond what we have in here aside from RAM. This is also a demanding game, but still I guess we actually managed to get the game run properly, more or less well. So the results. So with the regular low settings that this game has to offer, what I got was pretty much an average of 27 frames per second and a 1% low of 18. So the experience with the regular low settings and native resolution was an experience between 20 to 30 frames per second. Although with the settings that I'm using in here, with 70% resolution scaling, shadows on median, and all the rest with the low, of course, I'm still using anti-aliasing and distance field shadows. What I got was a much better experience. Despite it does drop from 30 frames per second in more demanding areas, I never saw a drop below 25, so it was pretty much playable. So the FPS range from 25 to 50, but it says most of the time between 25 to 45 or 40, depending on the areas that you are. For example, an area with a lot of foliage and shadows, you might see your frame rate going under 30 frames per second, something in between 25 to 30s. But outside those moments, you can expect an experience between 30s to 40s, and inside buildings, for example, you will get something above 40 frames per second. So I think it is playable, despite, yes, the resolution it is a little bit low, because 70% of resolution scaling, it is actually similar to something like playing at for 540p. I know it's very low, but I think it's actually manageable. It's just enemies at a very high distance might be hard to spot. You know, you might confuse him with a grass or something like that. But at close range or more or less middle range, you are able to spot just fine what is the enemy or it is not. But at distance, it's pretty much impossible. It is also hard to read the compass, for example, because of the low resolution. But aside from that, I think it works really, really well. So now about the game itself. Like I said before, I didn't knew anything about this game, I didn't know about its existence, but I liked what I play. Yes, it's still a little bit bare bones and bugged like all survival games, but the thing is, this is not your regular survival. This survival, it is really about staying alive without building like campfires or shelters or stuff like that. It's not your main objective in here. This kind of mixes up a little bit what is Far Cry 3 with a survival, and this is what it is most interesting. So yeah, the story behind this, it is a little bit similar. So in this case, you are a girl, you are not Jason Broad on Far Cry 3, alright? You are a girl, a rich girl that's gone to an island with a bunch of friends, and you are just an adrenaline junkie. So you are kind of adapt to parkour and stuff like that, stuff that gives you adrenaline. Your character is actually adapted and prepared for that. So it's like Jason Broad from Far Cry 3, right? So the difference starts as soon as you start the game. So this is a survival game, so you need to eat, you need to drink water, for example, and you still need to craft stuff like, for example, bows and arrows and weapons if you need. But it is mostly forgiving in this thing, because this game aims to bring people from regular games to the survival genre without making the game entirely survival. And this is quite interesting because you fight enemies just like a regular game. It is a little bit clumsy though. You parkour, you have puzzles, so very interesting stuff. You even have chat stuff with some characters. And you have objectives since the beginning. Objectives very easy to accomplish. It's completely defies you to explore the map. So I really enjoyed what I have seen in here. But you know what I have enjoyed even more? It's the fact that the game, it is brutally cheap. This game costs only 16 euros and 79. Alright, so this is a very, very cheap price. Alright, you can buy this game at that price on Greenman Gaming or Steam at the time of this video, but I always invite you to check Indiegogo, since they are the developers behind this game. Probably the game might be cheaper there when you will be looking for it. Anyway, I will leave you a link for Greenman Gaming, since Greenman Gaming always have you know, redeem codes and stuff that can drop the price. But at the moment of this video, Greenman Gaming or Steam have the same price. But if you search a little bit, you will find a ton of redeem codes that you can apply in your purchase of this game on Greenman Gaming, which will make the game considerably much more cheaper than on Steam. In case you don't know, Greenman Gaming, it is a digital store where you buy keys that you can activate on Steam and get the game forever on Steam. So it's like you have brought a game from Steam, but you buy outside Steam. The game, I mean, the shop, it is completely illegal. It is not like Kinguin or G2A, which are resellers and they have problems with frauds and stuff like this. No, Greenman Gaming, it is an official store, just like Fanatical, just like a GOG, for example. All of these stores are completely licensed and they have partnerships with the developers, so don't be afraid of buy outside Steam, because these shops are 100% trustworthy and legal and licensed. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all that I want to talk about Dai Young. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
The demon stole my...
are the trees melting? Where am I? Head sucks!
Jesus Christ! Oh shit! I'm gonna puke. Wait, Rose, is that you? Oh! What on earth? Who is in there?
Huh? Who are you? Please, whoever you are, get me out of here!
Hey, relax. I don't want to hurt you.
Thank heavens! Please, open this damn hatch!
I'd need a key to do that, and I don't know where it is.
Fuck me. I can't take being stuck in here any longer.
Listen, it's not easy, I know, but just hang tight.
All right.
Anyways, who are you? What's your name?
Michael. My name's Michael, and I don't want to die in here.
Michael! We'll find a way to get away from here.
If you say so.
How did you wind up here?
Hell, what do I know? The last thing I remember is my friends running away and some asshole hitting me over the head with a stone.
About the rest. I'm sorry, but I can't stay.
No! Please, don't abandon me. I'll go crazy in here.
Relax. I'll come back for you. I promise.
Thanks. I'll wait then, but please, hurry.